I do it a lot, and it's best friends will you can instantly get their attention by snapping because they were really into hypnosis for a while.
Hmm.
Into an interest sense, not the other way.
What, a kinky style?
Yeah. No.
No, God, no, no, no,
No.
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 God, no. I need to go find a village and start shipping villagers over here to our base.
Wanna play some mini games?
I mean, what kind of mini games?
We could do Bed Wars. We could do Hive Bed Wars. I've never done duos for Hive Bed Wars.
Do you want to do Hive
I'd
Wars?
yeah, that works. I should probably check what the Hypixel Dream mode is right now. Hold on.
Dream mode? What?
Dream modes. It's Voidless. This mode's actually super fun.
Oh, I forgot. I don't like the Voidless. It makes you can't knock people off and it's annoying.
I mean, you still can
I want the
because
guns one. I want to play the
there's still fall
guns.
damage. The uh, the Voidless is actually a lot more fun for me because whereas I typically end up falling off a lot more because I'm not as good as reducing knockback as I am at dealing it. I am pretty good at PvP, so when it comes down to it, a lot of Bedwars players actually rely on the knockback to knock people off. So it makes it so it's easier pickings.
Yeah. I was wanting to get some work done on our vanilla server.
I am also, fun fact, not that good at 1.9 PvP.
I am really good at 1.9 PvP. I hate 1.8 PvP.
You hit 1.8 PvP?
Yeah, because 1.8 PvP doesn't quite make sense while 1.9 does. It gives it a little bit more of making sense.
1.8 PvP is a lot more intuitive, though.
Yeah, but 1.9, it's more so like you're trying to do something in real life, because you can't just constantly swing a sword at the same rate and the same amount of damage to someone. Like, you can't just constantly swing from hip to other hip really, really quickly. And keep
I mean,
doing
yeah,
that.
but it's not about the realism. Minecraft isn't exactly known for it.
I know that, it's just, I'd rather have it be.
Also, you're still swinging wildly with a sword regardless of what version you're in. It's just that in one version it hits multiple mobs.
That does make sense. If you swing a sword, it's not just gonna hit one thing. It's gonna hit everything it comes in contact with.
That's not exactly true. How 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 sharp do you think most swords are?
Not
Do you
very
think you're gonna
sharp.
cleave right through a person?
If you get a properly made sword, you could just. I don't know
Also,
much about swords, so.
I do. A lot of
No.
people would be wearing armor, and a lot of people in Minecraft PvP are. So, it's actually less likely that you could hit a crowd of people wearing full netherite, even if you're wielding a sword made out of, pretty much hell steel.
Hellsteel with his netherite in
Yeah.
this game, pretty much.
But, like, for, like, the enchantment sweeping edge, I could see it. And, like, if that was something that was, reliant on the enchantments, and,
Like, you could
like, you
only
could
get
get
it
on
with.
axe, too, and the sword did something else special, like maybe cause bleed, that'd be cool.
Cause, like, a slate bleed effect.
Yeah.
Now you're getting into Now you're getting into Decimation Zone, which is an awesome mod. But now you're getting into what Decimation Zone has.
I do not know what that is.
It's a zombie survival style with guns and everything. It's actually really fun.
Yee.
Which is,
Uh,
I met some people on there, which is what I got the idea for Saturday night stuff from.
I'm actually, by the way, particularly fond of the Bed Wars in, like, the Hive because of one specific reason.
What?
And that is that the generators level independently.
Yeah, you can upgrade each level, and it's awesome. You can do the same thing with the egg wars.
Yeah. And another thing is that whereas you could spend your first 5 iron to get some wool and protect your bed and then go destroy someone else's, you also could invest that iron into getting more iron in the future and eventually lead to being better equipped than your competitors.
Just because you got more iron. Of that
One
5
gripe
iron.
I do have about the Hive compared to Hypixel is that I don't think it has the same sort of balancing where it sorts you into people of your skill level. Because it just has like static servers that run the same game.
It's just here, it throws everybody in the same game. Could be like somebody just starting and somebody who's been playing over 10,000 rounds and just same game, which doesn't make sense. But it's also hard to do when you don't have a constant flow of almost 1 million people joining and not joining every single day.
I do like I see a lot in 1.8 game on 1.8 combat servers. People will immediately use axes instead of swords because they think it does more damage. But typically in 1.8 servers, it either does the damage of the 1.8 axes or it gets automatically corrected to the sword's damage.
Yeah. And then it's just worse because of the attack speed.
Yeah.
Now, if you can put like sharpness 5 on that thing and then attack someone, you're pretty much going to do almost all their health in one blow, which is immediately better than a sword. Like you start off attacking with an axe and then you go straight to sword after that. Boom, you're already having more damage done than an axe. I mean, than just a sword alone.
My Honey, my best friend, was telling me to was telling our team, because we had a team of 4, to get axes instead of swords because they were cheaper and dealt more damage. But I was trying to inform them that that wouldn't work because in Hypixel it doesn't do the same amount of damage as a sword. It does the same amount of damage as like it did in 1.8.
Yeah, in this game and the PC version, they actually nerfed the. They have it. Excuse. PC version is gonna have a lot more combat than you see console version. So in console version, or at least in my Xbox 360 version, the axe does 3 damage instead of like the sword, how much the sword does. So you're actually they're facing it more around PvP style. Because in console damage, there's no shields. It's the same system as 1.8.
That is actually pretty nice. I was actually just about to gripe about whereas there are like strict upgrades in 1.8, and there still are in 1.8 non-combat. It was a lot. At least to my understanding, it had a lot less of a defined meta. But with 1.9 PvP, mostly you are going to be using axe and shield, and that's pretty much it. Or if you're adventurous, you use a sword. But a lot of people don't trust in their ability to dodge, which honestly, you should dodge before you block. But, so this leads to a lot of people actually, like, just holding shield, and it kind of stifles people's maneuverability in combat. Like, it makes them kind of rely on that shield that blocks damage, but then there's the axe that comes in and disables the shield, which is why it's part of the meta, but the shield still remains part of the meta because it's way too good against swords. So it just kind of pushes it into, you have to use this specific set of items or else you are going to lose. Because the axe also does a ton of damage, if you get a crit with it, which is super easy to do and
You just
is again
jump.
kind of meta-defining. And one really fun thing about 1.8 is combos. It's really satisfying to pull off a successful combo, and you
I
can't
hate
really do that
combos.
in 1.9 combat because
I hate combos because as you get a combo, your attack range is slowly little bit more each time you hit a combo. So then therefore making it so you just can't attack the other person.
how do you think combos work?
I haven't used on them and
Your
they're
range,
attacking me, but I can't attack them, which is awful and I hate it.
their range isn't increasing. You're just getting knocked back.
I know I'm getting knocked back while they're still
You're
able
super
to
quiet.
attack. I'm super quiet.
Yeah, you
What
were super
now?
quiet there for a moment. Yeah, you're good now.
I really hate.
You know how to avoid getting comboed?
How?
First off, try to avoid getting hit. And I know that sounds simplistic, but strafing is just
slap.
strafing. Strafing is just really something that you need to be doing at all times. In combat, you never want to be not moving. You always want to be moving forward, and you always want to be strafing.
Sorry.
Because if you're not moving forward, then you're going to get comboed like nothing.
You're gonna get combo to all hell.
Yeah. And also there's, of course, the whole shift. There's the whole sprint knockback thing.
Oh, I was poisoned. God dang it.
Also, by the way, another technique that you could do if you, like, want to start comboing people is you can do W tapping instead of the right clicking. Which W tapping is just you stop moving and that breaks your sprint.
But also makes you
I've also heard that it reduces the amount of knockback you take. I kind of heard through hearsay, but there's probably some kind of like code explanation for how that works.
I mean, it does slightly make sense. I mean,
Like,
you're
I don't actually know.
midair, but if you're just walking, you're very firm to the ground. And you almost always have your feet to the ground.
What?
When you're sprinting, you take more knockback than when you're just walking. Sorry, sprinting.
Is that a thing? Do you take more knockback when you're sprinting?
I don't know.
I don't think you do. I think the actual reason might be, and this is entirely hypothetical because I do not actually know the reason. It might be that, like, similar to how hitting again with sprinting makes you, like, do enough knockback, it might be that starting sprinting again breaks the backwards momentum.
Yeah. Small little things I never bothered to learn in Minecraft because I never PvP'd.
I've been learning PvP like crazy because I wanted to start streaming, and PvP sounds like a good place to start.
I've been just playing Rust, and I've been PvPing in Rust. All hell.
I have trouble aiming ranged weapons because I need to work on my prediction.
Oh, and what? Like shooter games?
Yeah, just like in general.
The
Because
one
a lot of
you never need to focus, never need to try to add your aim to.
I don't play a lot of.
6.
I don't play a lot of games with like hit scan. I play a lot of games that have projectile weapons instead of hit scan weapons. And I do mean hit scan is when the projectile is either not a projectile at all and just instantly collides with where you're shooting,
yeah, that's
or
Rainbow
is
Six.
very fast. Like
what you want to play then is
like
Rust.
I want to say there are 7 hit scan. Actually, no, there are 6 hit scan classes in TF2, and there are very specifically 3 projectile classes. Technically 4 if you count the huntsman.
Yeah.
You're going quiet.
Medic, who is the Crusader crossbow, can be used.
Yeah, and also there's the syringe gun. All of Medic's ranged options are projectile based. There's the soldier who has the there's the soldier who has the rockets, and that's a projectile instead of hit scan. Oh, he does have the shotgun.
Let's use the market garden, which is hilarious.
Yeah, the market gardener is always fun. I've never actually been able to perfect it because I'm not that good at rocket jumping.
Oh, I got it, and I was working on it.
But the few times that I've actually managed to, it's just so satisfying. It's so hilarious to just watch what you drop in from the sky and then make someone eat dirt.
Just eat the bottom of your shoe. Like, yeah, here, have a 4-course helping of my shoe.
Fuck, what are they called? The head stompers. I don't know what they're actually called because I haven't played in a long time. The man treads, that's what it was. I knew it started with man. Yeah, I know. It gave you more air maneuverability. And I've heard that it's super buffed, the Trollger, because it removed one of the major options for dealing with them, which was knocking them off course using hit scan.
No. Okay, that still bugs them. It still knocks them off hard. You shoot the Trollger, their entire thing is immediately destroyed.
I know, but a big thing for at least sniper that you could do to avoid getting Trollgered was
body shot.
Yeah, it was body shot them, but that doesn't work anymore.
It still works.
And it also wholly counters pyros. Because a really simple tactic was to air blast them, but that doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, it just now moves them in that. It puts them all their momentum from going at you going to the opposite direction. Instead of just completely stunning you and making you drop.
Oh, hit reg is kind of bad.
But yeah, if you are wanting to do, a projectile-based game with weapons, Rainbow Six is not one of them you want to play. Counter-Strike is not one of them you want to play.
I love playing games with projectile weapons. They're a lot they take a lot more skill to use. That's why I like Minecraft bows very much. But I have trouble with my prediction. I need to work on it. And prediction is a big factor in doing projectile-based weapons, because you need to instead know where your opponent is going to be rather than where they are.
Yeah, in Rust, it takes a lot of skill to learn to predict where the enemy is going to be. Like, the gun, you can actively see the bullets being shot. Like, I can shoot a sniper rifle over 3 grids, which is over 360 meters, and I can shoot an HV bullet, and you see it traveling across the air. You see the bullet, then you hear the sound.
So, you can just dodge bullets?
Yeah, you can dodge bullets. It takes a lot of skill to dodge bullets, but you can dodge them.
Arrows in Minecraft are easy to dodge, but the thing that you need to do is to counter that, you need to learn where your opponent's going to be, and I need to get better at that. I had to actually work on my prediction of where moving targets are going to move. Because, bows are a pretty big part of PvP because they can set up for combos. Because what's important about the bow is that it breaks your movement.
Yeah, it slows you down.
It's the same reason why getting hit by a bow breaks your movement entirely. It's the same reason why fishing rods are so prevalent in Minecraft PvP.
Because they can hit you and then pull you back, disrupting.
Actually, no. It's because the knockback keeps you from moving forward, and that sets you up for a combo.
Yeah, and the bow. The fishing rod also pulls you backwards.
I'm pretty sure that's a 1.9 combat thing.
It's any combat thing. I'm pretty sure if it latches onto you, it pulls you back.
That's not the experience I've had.
It may very well be at 1.9 combat thing. I haven't exactly stayed too close to the updates. Playing this game so long, I still don't know all the updates.
I have also been playing this game for a really long time.
I know there was a mod that added the stuff from 1.9 into Minecraft 1.8 before 1.9 was even actually a thing.
Are you talking about like shields?
No, like the elytra and stuff. It added in the elytra, the new combat, the newer arrows and everything into the game before it was actually a thing.
Like, were they called elytra or were they just wings?
They were called elytras. It was same thing with the piston mod. The piston mod, it was a mod, and then they liked it so much they added it in.
Oh,
Sure
nice.
the same thing they did with that mod.
Nice.
Well, I'm sitting here doing some casual mining for later today.
I actually haven't been playing a lot of Minecraft recently. I've been working on my voice a lot instead. I've been working on singing.
I got my computer back upstairs, so I don't have to worry about audio.
I've also been playing a lot of D&D recently. Because my sister is planning to do a secondary campaign, like a side campaign for her regular campaign. And we're calling it the intermission campaign. And I still have not figured out a proper concept for the character. Because the world that we're in is a homebrew world, and it has a very homebrew mechanic in spirit powers, which I'd say they're like stands from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but they're more comparable to epithets from Epithet Erased or quirks from. Yeah, it's pretty good. You should watch it. It's hard to understand at first. That's just it. It can be difficult.
And all of that kind of stuff, so.
It's a lot of screaming and unconventional tactics, and also a lot of punching.
And a lot
like a lot.
Crimes, I'm guessing.
No, not a lot of war crimes, because there's not a lot of war.
Interesting. I've been watching Magicians and everything else.
Oh, the Magicians? Actually, that's a good question. Has Funny Valentine committed war crimes?
I committed a war crime yesterday. I killed a cat for saying.
For the record, I feel like there's probably spoilers. The villain for Part 7 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is named Funny Valentine, and they are the President of the United States.
That's funny. That's not even a spoiler, that's just funny.
The plot of Part 7 is that Jesus told a cripple to punch the president.
My god!
That's literally the plot. I am not joking with you. I'm not joking with you. Jesus told a cripple to punch
the Simpsons over there? Just random, doesn't make sense, it's just funny.
Okay, I will actually say there is a plot to this. So, to elaborate first, I need to explain what a stand is, and I'll put it in the simplest way. A stand is the manifestation of your fighting spirit. It is basically an extension of your soul that has some kind of mass and usually has a special power, such as stopping time or creating, like, maps or capturing images from far away. And, in pre-Part 6, you were either born with a stand, manifested a stand later, or were struck by the stand arrow, which was an arrow that, if you were struck by it,
more diamonds.
Gave you a stand if you survived. And when I say if you survive, I don't mean if you survive the arrow's impact. It's because apparently the way that the arrow works is it's like it's either some kind of virus or some kind of bacteria that gives you a stand if you survive what it does to you. And it comes from another world. It came from meteorite, so there's that. It literally, I'm pretty sure aliens is the explanation. And but in Part 7, you gained a stand by coming into contact with one of the holy corpse parts. And yes, that is exactly what it sounds like.
Holy corpse.
Yes, the holy corpse. The holy corpse of Jesus.
Jesus.
So, Jesus told our main character, Johnny Joestar, who is a cripple, to punch the President of the United States because he's evil.
Oh.
Anyways, back to the D&D thing. I said that spirit powers were comparable to stands, but they're more so comparable to epithets from Epithet Erased or Curse from My Hero Academia, because rather than being like,
Okay, I need to leave my shit.
oh, this spirit stops time, that's its power. It is things like, say, one of the spirits is it's a spirit of a long dead hero that when someone calls out for it to save them, it will appear, and that's the spirit's power. And another spirit's power is it can instantly teleport you or someone of your choosing to someone that you consider to be family, whether it be by blood or like found family.
Or just family friends or stuff like that.
And you are aware of like when they're in danger, if they're going to be hurt. And my character's spirit's power, by the way, is actually to spin things. Like, he rotates things, and that's his power. And that is actually only one of his spirit powers, because he has 3? And all of them, not all of them, 2 of them are JoJo references.
Have you ever seen Soldier's Bizarre Adventures? It's a TF2.
Yeah, I have. His first power to spin things is in reference to part 7. The main character's stand is to use the power of the spin, which is pretty much the power that they came up with on the spot. His second power is his body is made up entirely out of magical string, and he can use that string to make constructs out of magic.
Interesting.
And his third power is called Ramp Up, and it is that the more that he does something, the stronger it gets. So say if he continues punching something, eventually it's going to start breaking rock. As long as he persists in doing something, he will, it will just keep getting stronger and stronger.
Interesting. Well, luckily I just came up right next to our base, so I can just go over here, grab a new shield, and go back down to mining.
And, basically, one of the problems with why I'm having such a problem, actually, like, why I'm having a problem, like, making a character for the side campaign is that I can't think of a character to go with the spirit powers that I'm thinking of. Because one of the spirit powers that I was thinking of was called Grave Robber, and it was that you could steal the power from anything that had died. Like, say, if you found a corpse, you could steal all the power that it had in life to use.
D&D sounds very morbid in some parts.
It is. It is a role-playing game, and it can commonly be dark fantasy, but it is also exceedingly fun.
I imagine it is. I just, like I said,
Yeah.
I imagine it can be very, very dark.
I'd love to play a D&D campaign with you if you want.
Maybe someday.
Yeah. Currently in a friend named Kiwi's campaign, I am playing a character half-elf. And, he is really fun to play because...
Are you rubbing something against your mic?
Huh? Oh, I'm fidgeting with the mic because,
I hear it, and that's some bad audio.
Yeah, sorry. something about Paranol is that he is extremely fun to play because his nature is that he is very inventive. And I managed to one-shot the first boss of the game because I made a bomb.
I don't think I can have that set on my video.
Sorry. I made gunpowder and then
No,
tied
I mean,
it to a bolt.
You already said it. I mean, there's no point. I don't put any of my videos as made for kids, anyways.
Anyways, I made gunpowder.
You made
I
bomb.
specifically asked to get saltpeter, sulfur, and charcoal, and I mixed them all together to make gunpowder, and I used that to destroy the first boss, which caused an avalanche because our campaign setting is like it's eternal winter and there's snow everywhere, and there's pretty much no major landmarks because it's all like white snow.
It's pretty much the equivalent of Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah, figured.
And anyways, what's important about this is that it caused an avalanche, and Kiwi, the DM, made specific note of this because they wanted to punish us for Paranol making a bomb, but we were on a wall and we were attacking the man from stealth. So we weren't affected by the avalanche at all.
Well then.
Also, that first boss that we killed, we were originally like hired to investigate serial killing, but after that, we were hired again to assassinate the main suspect, which, by the way, did turn out to be the serial killer, and we did assassinate him with a bomb. And what's special about him and the fact that we killed him is that he had 2 magic items, which they each did 2d4 cold damage. And for reference, a dagger, which is something that does a lot of damage in real life, deals 1d4 damage. So 2d4 cold damage is a lot.
Okay.
Especially when you can attack multiple times. So that's fun.
Let me say screw it to an entire source of lava into obsidian.
Why would you do that?
Because I can.
Yeah, but like, why?
Because I don't want to get shot by an arrow into the lava.
Oh yeah, anyways. So, you know, hear what my fucking Minecraft skin is?
What?
As mutually assured destruction with my friend Honey, I have made my Minecraft skin and my profile picture Pink Diamond from Steven Universe. And my Minecraft skin isn't actually Pink Diamond, it is my original skin turned into Pink Diamond. And it actually looks really good, like unironically, and I hate that it does.
Okay, not to be rude, but imagine me holding an L up to my forehead.
Why?
Just because.
Not to be rude, but describe something inherently rude.
No, to be rude. Holds an L up to forehead. Is this seriously all this cave has to offer? This isn't even a cave, this is a tunnel. Ooh, more lava. Obsidian time!
I actually really like the way that the skin turned out. I'm just looking at it and admiring it. It looks like they're wearing pajamas. It looks very nice. Let's see, what other, like, conversation topics do we have?
Good YouTube conversation topics, not nothing else, just good conversations to have on a YouTube video. It's just so it's not just dead silence.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm thinking.
Just dead silence YouTube videos is just boring. That's what I do for most of mine because I can't record it with my Tourette's.
I wonder if just my presence on the video is going to make it perform better because I've been actually talking.
Well, I mean, we are having a lot more audio.
Yeah.
I have like one view on the first episode of this, so I'm sad. But I have, for some reason, 25 views on a Rust video that I did like 2 months ago.
I mean, to put that in perspective, that's a lot.
I mean, my most viewed video is over 300.
Damn.
It was a Minecraft Let's Play modded.
We should play RL Craft together sometime.
Well, I could get an RL Craft server up and running. We could get another server up and running.
I've been playing a lot of RL Craft recently, and I've actually been kind of like. I don't think I've been playing it right because A, I added a few more mods, and B, I took out a few more mods that I was never going to use. And also, I've had Keep Inventory on.
Oh, that's where it gets you. You never want to have keep inventory on that, or else it's just completely cheating.
Yeah, I know. And although I have actually had a lot of fun playing RL Craft with Keep Inventory on, because it's still difficult, but it is a lot more fun because it's a lot more forgiving.
But that's the thing, RL Craft is not forgiving.
Like, I'm not doing it for the prestige. I'm doing it to have fun, and I do like how challenging the mod is. But I usually play Minecraft with Keep Inventory regardless, just because it's this is actually gonna sound kind of cowardly. It more so just makes me angry whenever I lose all my stuff.
Yeah,
Because it's not fun. It just detracts from the fun.
Hey, Shadow.
Hey, Shadow. Welcome to the call.
What?
What?
Hi.
I said welcome to the call.
Oh.
We were talking about various topics recently. RL Craft. I was talking about how I've been playing with Keep Inventory on because it's more so just infuriating. And it kind of just detracts from the fun for me whenever I lose all my stuff. And I do this in regular Minecraft too. And I do at least one day want to break free from playing constantly on Keep Inventory because it ruins the fun in some aspects, but it makes it a lot more fun in others because it's a lot more forgiving. So while it keeps you in like one specific like place with some aspects, it allows you to be a lot more adventurous because you don't have to worry about losing all of your hard-earned, hard-enchanted gear because you like accidentally fell into lava. And I've been playing on a friend's survival Minecraft server.
Unless
Man, it really is an S.
What,
Huh?
Shadow?
Unless you set your spawn point.
What?
Also, unless you set your spawn point whenever you in RL Craft.
Yep. If you
I
set
mean,
your
yeah,
spawn point,
I do
and you
have
die.
my spawn point set. It's just that I wind up more often than not being near my house because I travel a lot.
Hey, Shadow, if you want to join me on the Minecraft server, go ahead. I'm just doing some mining right now.
Oh, I just woke up, so I'm having my morning cigarette outside.
I'm not on the Minecraft server. I've just been like chatting up because it's fun to talk.
Good content for videos.
Yeah. And
I guess.
earlier I was talking about how I prefer 1.8 combat to 1.9 combat because it's a lot more intuitive and it's honestly a lot more fun
I like 1.9 more.
because it's realistic, or at least more so realistic. Because I love the axe combat, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of limiting.
Unless you dual axe.
Unless you what?
Use 2 axes.
It doesn't affect anything.
That doesn't affect anything.
It's just a cosmetic thing. It's nothing other than cosmetic.
Yeah.
What did I just pull up that let me see? Oh, I can see everybody in the server and I can block people in chat.
Anyways, let's like particularly a problem with 1.9 combat is that it feels too limiting because the only things that you really should be using are an axe and a shield. Because if you're against someone who's using a shield and you're using a sword, they can just block every attack that you do.
My
But
God,
if you
golden
have
carrots
an
are worth it. Sorry.
but if you have an axe, you can disable that shield. So if you aren't using a shield, then you will be completely countered by a shield until you use an axe. And axes are just also empirically better than swords because when you're waiting for the axe to cool down, you can block. And axes also deal a lot more damage with crits. Plus, I prefer the comboing and like dodging mechanics. It leans more
Wait
towards
a second.
combat being a lot more fast paced, which I like.
Hey, Sonny.
Yeah,
I can disconnect you from this voice call.
nice.
I didn't realize that was a feature in Discord.
How?
I'm the owner of the server, so I'm able to do that.
No, I mean, how did you not know?
I just didn't know. I knew you could like kick people, ban, move, and stuff. I didn't know you could disconnect people.
I had to. I got really committed to a bit once where I was blasting the Dream speedrun music through my mic, and I ended up making 5 separate accounts just so that my friends couldn't block me.
That's when I block everybody who joins.
I mean, yeah, but also they enjoyed it. It was really fun. It was actually kind of hilarious.
I'll be back.
Okay. I'll be back. Say it in the tone of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back.
Oh yeah, I remember my original train of thought now. I've been working on my voice a lot because I'm going to be voicing one of the characters in my sister's campaign, whose name is Charlie, and Charlie's voice is a lot different from my own. And the line that I actually do to get into the Charlie voice is a line from Spinell from the Steven Universe movie. Because his whole shtick is he's very inspired by Spinell in that his main like combat thing is that he can stretch infinitely. More so like a cartoon than like Elastigirl. More so like a cartoon than Elastigirl.
Elastigirl is a cartoon.
He's got no he's got like noodle limbs.
Oh.
And he's got like arms that can like extend.
I'm trying to get 30 XP levels, but it's so difficult to get XP levels.
His spirit power, by the way, is called nonsense. And it's that he can pretty much do anything as long as it can't be explained. He can reach his arms seemingly off screen and have it come back around to the other side.
Hey Punk.
Yeah.
Has anyone signed on to the Rust server in the past?
Oh yes.
Day or so?
I just signed on this morning and did some chores. I actually got to go over to sign on here in a few. Go empty out my quarries here soon.
I feel like I could probably show you the Charlie voice.
No, thank you.
I was talking to Punk.
No, thank you.
Maybe at a different time, but.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Shadow. I logged on. I emptied the quarries and everything. Did some upgrading around the base. Refilled the TCs and everything.
I think what makes the Charlie voice so different is that it's a head voice.
Okay.
And it's also got like a certain vocal quality to it that makes it like a lot different from my regular voice. I do not quite know how to describe it. It's got a certain je ne sais quoi. Maybe I'd say like sharp. It has a certain indescribable quality to it.
Okay, character, come on. Let me swim. There we go.
Anyway, so I found that I'm actually pretty good at singing in that voice. And I also discovered that a lot of my problems with why I sounded bad in my singing is that I didn't go hard enough.
That's what she said. I'm sorry. You set yourself up for that
Sorry,
one hard.
I did. I did. I didn't go powerful enough. I didn't go strong enough. I was always singing too soft. So I needed to go harder. And I am actually really good at singing. Again, in content warning, Steven Universe, a song from the Steven Universe movie, who is sung by Spinell in the Charlie voice. Because the Charlie voice is a lot more expressive than my normal voice.
Can I message Shadow? Oh, I can mute. I can mute things from Shadow Arc being said.
Oh yeah, do that. Admin abuse.
Oh no, it's not an admin abuse. If you hit P, it shows up the Minecraft server and everybody on it. I didn't know it was a thing, and I just discovered it earlier while my ticks were setting in with my keyboard, and I had to wipe my keyboard because of my ticks, and yeah.
I'm unfamiliar with copyright laws. If you sing a song in your own voice without the music, are you liable to get copyrighted?
Possible. You can sing, if the video is 1 minute, you can sing, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong, but if the video is 1 minute, you can sing 10 seconds of the song, and if it's over 1 minute, you can sing 10% of the song without getting copyrighted. But you just have to give credits.
I mean, yeah, I can...
More diamonds! It's a third of the vein of diamonds I've achieved.
I am, of course, only asking that because I really like to sing, and I'm probably more than once going to end up singing on
I do it all the time.
on stream because I really like the sound of my own voice.
I just sing along to random songs. I have still yet to have to eat anything. I ate one golden carrot in the beginning of this trip, and I've yet to eat anything.
Oh, I have a gapple on me.
I actually need to go to the nether to get some blaze rods so we can start getting villagers. Or I need to start shipping villagers from that swamp area over here.
Well, we can always go into the abandoned mine shaft and pick up all the real...
I might also like wind up doing some cover work, like some song covers.
Okay. What do you mean by song covers? I never understood that.
Like, I don't quite understand it, like the copyright things either. I'm going to have to at some point. But, like, your own version of the song, like, you might change parts of the music, like, not like too
Okay.
hard, but like...
You make a slight remix of it. You're changing
Yeah,
the song, you make it a slight
it's
remix.
like... It's a remix, but also you sing it. What's important is that you sing it.
Wow.
What, Shadow?
Well, I did say I'm gonna bypass all the redstone mining in my tunnel, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll come by there and mine it up later. Never did, so I'll just go ahead and mine up all the redstone.
Okay. Because we're going to need a lot of redstone here to get those villagers over here. We're probably going to do that villager thing once I actively start live streaming and everybody joins on. But Ian will not be able to make it. He's hanging out with his girlfriend today. Well, then that's the only thing I've heard from anybody else. I think Trevin might be able to make it. Hey, Sonny, you think Shadow would be able... Void would be able to make it?
Maybe. I'd have to ask him.
Okay. No, if you want to
He might
ask
not-
him, go ahead.
He might not be awake right now.
Well then.
Because all of our sleep schedules are kind of fucked up.
Mine isn't.
No.
And also he's in a different time zone, but that's besides the point.
Oh, yeah, that would make it. How far behind is he? An hour? What?
2 hours.
2 hours? Okay.
What time zone is he in?
Central Standard Time?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the dish.
Central?
Yeah.
And Central's 2 hours behind you?
We're in Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah. I
Myself
mean, you
and
probably
Sonny.
shouldn't have said that, but like,
You kidding
You
me?
guys are in Eastern, so that's 1 hour behind you. That means I'm 2 hours. Oh, no, 3 hours behind you.
It's 1 p.m. for us right now. 1:36.
yeah.
Yeah, it's 10:36 for me.
Okay.
I'm in Pacifics, so it's Pacific, Mountain, Central, and Eastern.
Yeah, I really don't care. I could care less if my location was given.
One, actually,
You you
this
wanna?
is probably something I shouldn't share on video
Well,
because it can be perceived as creepy by certain people.
what received as creepy?
About to say, it's not like creepy in like a like it's creepy in the fact that I'm like scared of being misconstrued as a stalker.
You won't be. Just. What are you trying to say?
A fun thing that I do from time to time is I try to find out the areas in which my friends live
Yeah, I mean, just curious.
based on clues
I
that they like based on what they say.
personally,
I'm not gonna
I
do
keep,
anything with it. It's just like it's fun to do.
I keep tabs on all of my friends. I have a document with all the issues of all of them and everything else located in it.
I just
phone.
memorize those things because I have a good memory.
I have an awful memory, and I don't let anybody ever have access to my phone.
I don't ever let anyone have access to my phone for different reasons. And I think that a lot of people would probably assume that it's because I have things on my phone that I don't want people to see. But that's
on your
not the
phone.
case. That's not actually the case. And the case is
Look
that
up his browser history.
My browsing
enti-
history would be clean as you could ever see, with the occasional random furry comics, and that's about it.
The occasional random what?
Furry comics.
I mean, like,
The safe for work kind, not the NSF.
Ah. Anyways, moving on. It's because I feel safe when I have my phone with me. Because it's pretty much most of how I communicate with other people. Because I feel like
13 diamonds.
I feel like, and this is kind of like a slightly personal thing, whenever I am offline, my friends are going to have some kind of problem because they have a lot of problems. And I'm going to be unable to be there for them because I was offline and or I didn't have my phone on me.
Same.
So it really spikes my anxiety whenever anyone takes my phone.
I don't like people having my phone just in general, because I have so much tabs on other people, and I don't like to share information that other people have told me. Mental health issues, all of that sort of stuff. I don't like people knowing that for other people if they've told me. If they let me tell other people, that's a different story. But until they give me permission to tell other people, I'm not going to say anything.
I mean, I typically want people to tell others themselves.
Yeah. Just like if I was just working on something to reassure someone else or other stuff.
Oh yeah, that's an excellent food source.
What? Carrots?
Blistering melon slices.
I don't even think you can actually eat those.
No.
Really? Then it's just the carrots?
It's just a golden carrot.
Yeah.
Blistering melons are for a potion. I can't remember what potion,
Yeah.
but I'm...
Regeneration.
No, the wrong one. I think those are instant health. Regen is a gas tier.
Oh. Yeah, it's probably instant health then.
Do you have a book upstairs in your base up there?
I've got bookshelves.
I need a book.
I'm making a book.
Yeah, I just
Making
started brewing
some books
potions
right
of
now.
healing.
Oh, I'm gonna
Are
make
you-
a bunch of books.
Are you upstairs?
I'm in our base. I'm in the collective base. I'm gonna go read some cows and stuff. So I'm gonna go netherite mining here soon. I need more sheep. I need more sheep because I need more wool.
Potion of regeneration is in fact a gas tier.
Do you have 2 obsidian in here
Oh,
and
I have an enchantment table. Come
1?
here.
Also, man, potions of harming are just the most busted.
Are you inside or no?
It's right there for now. I haven't started getting books for it.
You need to like make a building for that.
Oh, I'm going to. It's temporary right now. I might actually move it inside the base. Yeah, I'm gonna move it inside the base.
Wow, you destroyed
I'm flattening this area.
partially the hill.
I'm flattening this area.
So what, do I need to make like a little hut on top just to
You wanna
notify
make a
that
hut,
that's my hole?
or if you want to make like a little entrance, just make an entrance and it'll be fine. God, I gotta make a sorting system later. We have so much iron, I might as well make a sorting system here in a few.
If only we had railcraft.
Oh, isn't a bunch of random... Oh, I have 19 leather sitting there. I need more sugarcane. I can get this crafting table maxed out.
Railcraft is a mod. And what's nice about Railcraft is easier transporting villagers and other entities across the map.
Yeah, because I'm either going to have to build a boat system or I'm going to have to build a rail system. I'm probably going to build a boat system.
What's nice is there's electrified rails, where while the carts go across the electrified rails, any mobs that come into contact get damaged. How do you make a shield?
1 iron and 5 pieces of thing, like a football goal, and an iron and a little football goal. Is that a good explanation? No! God! My levels! I had 26 levels! And then I put a shield up and I got blown up. No, the skeleton stole my shield!
Where's the skelly?
It's full gold armor and it stole my shield. And it's got a punch bow.
Where? Oh, down there.
Ah!
It's impossible to make a fucking Minecraft creepypasta because Minecraft is the least intimidating game.
Until you get to the cave noises, and then it's terrifying. Oh my god, he's picked up my bow, and then picked up my shield. He
Oh,
swapped
nope.
his bow, because mine is a punch when I'm breaking one bow. There's actually a hole underneath this, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, there's a huge hole underneath this because I was gonna, like, just get TNT and just make an entire strip all the way down with just TNT straight up and then just blow it. And then get a mine shaft going straight down from there. I need to be breathing these cows as fast as possible.
Why?
I need the leather for books, for enchanting. I mean, we have an auto melon farm. That's good. That's going for us. and it's got multiple stacks of melons in it. We got a carrot farm for villagers when they get over here. We got sugar cane. I'd say we're doing pretty good on stuff from when we get villagers over here. So do you want to help me start making this platform to get villagers?
Mm,
In a moment. I was gonna ask you if you, before you died, if you wanna search this last part of the cave with me, but apparently not.
Oh, sorry. Said that
I don't
earlier,
want that.
would have come down with you, but and this is going to be like a what, 7-hour recording, so it's going to end up being a 7-long-hour recording. I'm going to split this up in like 30-minute sections, so I'm going to cut this one here, then I'm going to record more.
Where did you go?
I'm inside the house. And that's all going to be for this one. We'll be back in the next episode.